I'm Haley Taylor, and you're listening to the Rough Draft Diaries. This week on the Rough Draft Diaries, we're talking to a young artist, a newly graduated student, one that just moved to New York. Literally, by the time of our interview, he had only been in New York for a few days, barely unpacked.
I kind of had everything unorganized because I just moved here and I didn't have any hangers or anything, so just hung my clothes up and I'm still cleaning.
That's Jordan Collins, who, although he is now living in the big city, credits his teachers and mentors in Toledo for helping him get there.
Toledo is basically what raised me, and I went to a couple schools, but since 6th grade through 12th grade, I went to Toledo School for the Arts, and that basically just shaped me into, who I am and, the skills I have today. That the people there basically just formed me into who I am today.
Who Jordan is today, artistically speaking, is a photographer. Although he credits his time at Toledo School for the Arts, TSA, as a positive, he also mentioned a challenging aspect as well.
Personally, to me, there was a lack of diversity, and I wouldn't blame that on TSA or anything, but it just wasn't I'd sometimes been the only black person in classes and stuff, especially my art classes. And I've been only 2 black males in the grade, and it's kind of like that throughout the whole school. But other than that, I would say that it's still very welcoming, and eventually you'll know everybody, and I feel like that's kind of a good community to be a part of, because you just see a lot of growth with other people and yourself.
Jordan went on to describe all the positives of his time at TSA, making it clear he doesn't discredit the school for its level of diversity. Instead, Jordan mentioned it's a common issue beginning artists face when, as Nina Simone put it, you're young, gifted, and black.
I've always been doing black art, but any artwork I did, I made sure to be the voice of the community, or just try to represent where I don't see any representation at. I feel that's cool and all, but sometimes I feel I shouldn't have to do that type of stuff. I feel a lot of times with black art, we have to make art for our people and not for ourselves. We have to be the voice for our community, make political art or stuff like that, just to make noise about our oppression and stuff like that. But I don't really want my art to be about that, and I kind of want it to be more personal for me, because I feel when I make art for other people, it just doesn't fulfill me in any way, really. It kind of drags you down a little bit, because you want to make art for yourself, but it's also this, and that going on, and it's kind of tug of war almost.
A tug of war that Jordan is still navigating. But for now, he's focusing on creating art that is most personal to him, which all started with the quarantine.
Usually, I take pictures in, very controlled situations, environments, a backdrop or, a place that I'm familiar with. But ever since quarantine, I couldn't do that, and I was stuck at home. But I've seen other people taking pictures of, protesting and, masks and stuff, and I was if I could do that for my community, and it would just be cool to get out there and try to document stuff.
So Jordan grabbed his camera and ventured outside to capture how the locals of Toledo are handling a pandemic. He went to Walmart, gas stations, bus stops, capturing images he eventually turned into a zine, which is a small circulation, self-published work of original content.
The business person in me just was how can I share this? But also, I'm moving to New York and I need to make money, and I just made it into a zine, and I looked up what publishing companies will work with it. I've definitely had a great reaction to people and a lot of support from them. They even posted it on their Facebook page and stuff, so I'm really glad I did it. It kind of tells the story throughout the book.
Jordan's zine, simply called Pandemic Zine, was the reason he was nominated for this program, as our previous guests had seen and purchased the work. In a lot of ways, this project is the perfect transition into Jordan's new life and new future projects in New York, It's a reminder of the city he came from and a stepping stone into new opportunities in the big city.
People from Toledo like support me so much, like especially like the people I went to school with, like they have been really supportive, and like they see my potential, I guess, and they think I can do these things, and I think I could do these things as well. So it's just like, why not try, you know? And my family, definitely. My family's very supportive. And at first they were like, why do you want to move to New York? Why don't you just go to BG or something? But once I just told them like how passionate I was about this, they've been really supportive. And they think I can do a lot as well. I just want to like get my own style together, because I feel like I don't really have like too much of a cohesive style that I'm happy with right now, but I'm definitely working on it. And everything, like every time I make something, I'm definitely getting closer to that, to where I'm gonna be. So I feel like it will all be worth it, really.
I'm Haley Taylor, and thanks for listening to this episode of the Rough Draft Diaries.